Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Today. Oh, there we go. So we are having a little bit of rain out today. So the connection is just a little choppy, but we are going to do our best because we want to bring you our February cover girl. She is absolutely amazing. One of my dear friends as well. Man, let me just bring her on in the room. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to
Right.
see you, Dr. Julie.
I'm excited to see you too from the confines of the small and tiny world that you're in now. So it's wonderful. And I'm sorry about the rain, but in Florida we don't have that stuff. We don't do cold or rain.
Look, I thought that was the same thing for California here as well. But you know what? We got some storms the last couple of days, and like you said, I am in my new little tiny home. That is my transition until we get to the island of Dominican Republic in a couple of months. So I'm just excited to see everyone. Happy fabulous Friday, Fitness Friday, and today is our featured Business Friday as well for Phoenix Fitness Fanatics. So Dr. Julie, please tell everyone who you are because I know there's so many people out there that don't know you, and I cannot wait to share you and your greatness. So tell everyone who you are and a little bit about what you do.
Oh my goodness. Tiffany, you have the best introductions that I have heard anywhere. I've been on a lot of shows, but let me tell you, yours is the best. Primo,
Oh,
all the way. I'm Dr. Julie Hafner. I am a healthcare provider for over 25 years. I am a functional medicine provider now. That's an additional skill. I've also done some work in NET, trauma, weight loss, anything about health and wellness that you want to know, I'm your girl. I am here to help these lovely people, primarily 50 plus. If you are that in that category, that's where I think I can help you prepare for your next journey. And I know, Tiffany, even though you're not even close to that, you're preparing for the next journey in your life. So many people that have spent their lives doing the planning for retirement, doing that financial things and getting all their ducks in order. Unfortunately, they've forgotten their health duck. So they don't have that in order. So I'm here to help those people live the retirement years that they have designed through their wealth, and savings and
yeah.
whatnot. So that's what I do. I've got lots of skills, lots of information for people that are interested for this purpose. I'm just happy to be here.
I love it. And and look, Dr. Julia, I'm a little closer to retirement than you think. Okay. I will be 50 this year, the big 5-0. I am so excited to
Woo!
hit 50 because I will tell you at 50, I feel better at 50 than I felt at like 22, 23. Okay. Because at that time, I was really just kind of out there. I was partying, I was wrecking myself. And don't get me wrong, I like to have a good time still today, but it's all
Oh,
in moderation. It's all in, just kind of how you do things and how you're able to, come back from that, right? Like if I have a night where I have few too many drinks, few too many glasses of wine, I'm going to detox the next day. I'm going to do more. I'm even going to move a little bit more. I'm going to get out in nature and ground and just do those things that I need to do to kind of flush that stuff out so I can feel better. So I love what you do because as we get older, we feel a little off. I mean, the
yeah.
joints aren't moving and grooving the way that they used to, and we're getting some aches and pains in places that we didn't even know even existed,
Yes,
right?
the body is phenomenal. That's all I can tell you is the body's phenomenal. And sometimes when you haven't taken care of it for a while, it's going to tell you, like, hey, here I
Right.
am.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. So I know you've got some exciting stuff going on over there. You're about to open up a brick and mortar, right?
Yes, I am. It's called IR Wellness of Suntree. That's Suntree, Florida, better known as Melbourne, Florida, on the East Coast. And we are devoted to providing a lot of alternative medicine services for that group that are looking to, get their wellness house in order, as it will. We have NET. We are going to have some diet and some coaching. I've also got red light therapy, which is fantastic. And for those people wanting to do a little aesthetics, there's that. Or if they want to go the weight loss way, we have both of those kind of packages. So there's lots going on, and hopefully, I would say this is the early part of February. We should be open by the end of February for sure. So keep checking back.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So look, we need more places in, our communities for that, right? I mean, we've got a lot of, you got a lot of gyms and things like that. But, I think for, I'm going to call them, I'll say our seasoned, right? Our seasoned generation, and I'm getting into that season. We sometimes don't want to be in, the gym, and we may want to go somewhere else that is a little more personal, a little more, quiet, and being able to just learn the things that we need to. So let's talk a little bit about the functional medicine that you do. Like, can you give us like just some examples of some things that you do provide to people on that level?
Well, one of the things that we do that differs from traditional medicine is, I think everybody's been to their doctor, and the doctor says, "How you feeling, Mrs. Jones?" And Mrs. Jones says, "Fine." And he says, "Well, take your prescriptions, and I'll see you in 3 months." And you go, and you're out the door, or he's out the door. So we don't do that. That's not our approach. Our approach is listening, caring, trying to understand what we call the root causes of what's going on in the body. So, if you look at some of the things, I really believe there's a statement in NET that says the issues are in your tissues. So remember that everything that you think, do, feel, and experience is imprinted in your body somewhere. We have that. We have muscle memory, we have motor memory, we have brain memory. We have all kinds of memories that our body is reacting to and using to keep ourselves functioning. And sometimes those things break down. So instead of handing you a pill,
Mm-hmm.
I look at what can I do to help eradicate the things that are not working. Is your gut working well? That we know is our second brain. So we want
Sure.
to make sure that that's functioning. So we send you for some diagnostic testing. There's things you can actually do yourself, and you send them away. You've seen that on TV. There's a lot of different ones. We have some really excellent services that way. We also do a lot of specialized reporting. So if you have an old blood lab and the doctor says, "Oh, you're fine," and you say, "But I'm tired, I don't feel good, I don't feel this, and I'm not sleeping," and I can take your blood labs that you already have, put them in, and look at them in a different way and go, "Wait a minute, you're missing this nutrient, you're missing this particular thing that your body's not functioning well," and start to work at getting that taken care of. Now, in addition, there's a lot of people that have trauma. Trauma is part of, and it's kind of coincides with weight loss and why people are stuck. They can't lose their weight. Sometimes it
Mm-hmm.
could be gut health. Sometimes it could be emotional issues. So we do some NET to help that. And then finally, we have the red light. So the red light in the diet like a diet program that's with the red light can take those pounds and whisk them away easily, less downtime, no pain, FDA approved. I mean, it's there. I studied all of this stuff and am certified in like numerous things so that I can bring the best of the best to all of my clients. That's basically it.
Ooh, I love that. And man, when you said, like giving people a pill, I mean, we go to the doctors every year, we get that blood work done. And, even for myself being, that I've got my diabetes in remission, it has been for years, but that was the first thing that they, that the doctor said. It's like, okay, let's go ahead and get you on, XYZ, right? And it's like, but wait a second. Well, I already know because I've done research that that's not really good for me. So what else can we do? Well, that's really all we have for you right now. So to be able to have other options that are not going to just mask the issue, right? That are really going to actually get to, like you said, the root cause of it. Because if you don't get to the root cause, you're not going to fix it. You're just going to mask it. And then they're going to say, oh, well, now you need another medication because you're having side effects from this medication. And,
Yeah.
oh, well, now you need another one. That's why you have people that are on so many
The
medications.
average is 14. Do you realize 14 medications?
14?
That's the average
Whoa.
in the senior set. So,
Oh,
you think about that and you wonder, and then you get the people that are, are in assisted living and older, even older, and they're saying, I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat any. Well, if you think about the just the sheer volume of put 14 pieces of something in your hand,
right.
and you try to think about your stomach is only, this big, and you're the person's not hungry. Well, why? Because they're taking, supplements. And what do
Right.
those supplements have? They have fillers, they have chemicals, they have, the coatings on it. I mean, there's all kinds of things. So, we look at it that way as well. It's really surprising how we've just turned our eyes, shut our eyes and gone, okay, this is what we're going to do. Even myself when I was in my 20s, they
Mhm.
put me on a drug called phenobarbital and
Mhm.
told me that I would be on that the rest of my life. I took one pill and was totally snowed. I was totally,
Mm.
so I couldn't function. I could not
Yeah.
function. I could not practice. I could not think. I couldn't drive. So what
Wow.
was I going to do? Stay home? And I thought there's got to be a better way. It's taken me
Right.
25 years plus to find the better way. And this is it. This is what I found. So it's
Wow.
great.
Yeah. There's so many other options. I mean, even like there's so many people I talk to that are on antidepressants right now because of just the climate of the world right now. I mean, it makes people, feel a little off, right? But there's so many things that you can do to help you with that depression. I mean, just taking your shoes off and going and walking in the grass
Yeah. Yeah.
or going in. I mean, I love hugging trees. So that's why I love being in this, camping
You are a
situation that I'm in
Californian, I can tell.
because I love it. I mean, and that really, I feel it. If I get out there and I really have the intention of, you know what, I'm going out there, I'm being grateful, having that attitude of gratitude for nature and everything. And the blood pressure goes down. When
Yeah.
I look around, I'm like, I feel better. I feel
Yeah.
better. Instead of popping a pill,
Yeah.
you could,
But
or even
Tiffany,
tapping, you
let's think
know?
about this. Let's think about this in logical terms.
Mhm.
Okay, person A pops pill. It takes 30 minutes to an hour for that pill to degrade, to get in the bloodstream, maybe even longer. If it's an antidepressant, it takes 3 weeks till the person feels the. Okay, so you got that route.
Yeah.
But then if you go to another route, an alternative measure, you can change your
Yeah.
state in 20, 30 seconds and change that
Absolutely.
enough that they did a study. Now I'll give you this. They did a study.
Yeah.
They had people literally staring at it. For those of you at home, try this. It works. I've tried it. I know it works because I that's why I'm saying it. Um, go into the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror, and just smile. All you have to do is just smile at yourself. Okay? Do it for a minute to 2 minutes. Okay? And
Mhm.
step away and see how you feel. They did studies with people that were on antidepressants. They did people that were, one lady said she was so clinically depressed, she was even depressed in her sleep. Okay, so
Oh
I
my
don't know.
gosh.
I mean,
Oof.
okay. In 30 days of doing this, every single person either was off all of their medications or was on the lowest possible dosage that they could be. And we're talking moderate to severe people, okay, in that range. So you think about that. The body is remarkable. It is designed to heal itself. You just have
Yes.
to connect with the ways to do that, and you can do so much for yourself. And it most of the stuff doesn't even cost much or nothing at all. I mean, how many people would say, I'm willing to do it? I challenge all your listeners. I'm willing to do this. I'm going to go into the mirror every morning or sometime during the day. I'm going to smile at myself, use a pocket mirror if you're busy, and smile at yourself for 30 days. And at the end of the 30 days, you've changed your entire metabolism, your
Mm,
depression area. You've changed the chemical makeup of your body just doing that simple thing. So try it, see what you think. But this is the kind of alternative options that you have available. And like, I'm not saying don't go to the doctor. I'm not saying that. But when he or she cannot do what is bothering you, find other ways. And it's not just me. There's hundreds of practitioners out there that all
yeah,
across, that specialize in women's health or in cardiac or in whatever. Everybody has their own thing.
right.
But find that practitioner. And there's lots of ways, just do a little Google search. You'll get one.
That's right. That's right. I mean, you change it like that, y'all. And seriously, I'm gonna second this challenge that Dr. Julie is asking of you. Take 30 days and smile at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
It magical. But make sure you get eye contact.
Yeah, I
Make
gotta
sure
have
you got that eye contact.
you can't do
Okay.
this.
You
It
looking
ain't
over
gonna
here,
work.
looking over there, looking down. No, we're not gonna do this, guys. We're not gonna do
No,
this.
it's a
Okay.
little
We
different.
want
You
to
have to
look
look,
in.
yeah, make eye contact. I see you.
Just
Too funny.
amazing. So, look, everybody, we're going to cut to a quick commercial break and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit with Dr. Julie about one of her newest certifications she just received and what she's going to be able to offer. So, we'll be right back, everybody. All right, everybody, and we are back. This is Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. We have our amazing February cover girl here, Dr. Julee Hafner, and we are just talking about all the great stuff that Dr. Julie is doing out there. We just talked about a challenge that y'all are going to have to do for the next 30 days. So do it, do it, do it. Elevate that mind, body, and spirit. And if you can, eliminate some of those medications that you might be on. Okay, you guys. So, all right, Dr. Julie. So let's talk. You just recently got a certification that is going to, help you to be able to offer your clients some more, just wonderful stuff to be able to help them to, to change. So, what is this certification? Tell us a little bit about it and what that's going to do for your clientele.
Okay. Well, first of all, I am a certified functional medicine practitioner. That goes without saying, I guess, maybe, but I'll say it anyway. And I just got back from Carlsbad, California. So I should have waved at you a little harder, but you were already flying down the coast. And I did go to sit for my NET, which is neuro Emotional Technique certification. And it's basically a year-long process where you practice, 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 and you learn the techniques of how to release some of the issues in your tissues. Developed by Dr. Scott Walker with his lovely wife, Dr. Deb. They are just phenomenal human beings. Dr. Walker, I laugh because Dr. Walker looks kind of like Santa Claus. Um, and but he's just a genius. They have everything all set out. There are also somewhat a liquid spray that is also available too, which I'm certainly glad to connect you with that as well. I also have a full script and designs for health um, dispensary. So if you're looking for really quality supplements, you can, do that and get on there and order what you need if you already know what you need. Like, for example, if you need a CoQ10, because the doctor says, oh, I need a CoQ10, don't go to Walmart, don't go to CVS or Walgreens or any of those other places, because you don't know the product you're getting. You don't know that it's
Right.
pharmaceutical grade and bioavailable. So,
Mhm.
so other than that, let me tell you a little bit about NET real quick. NET is the neuro emotional technique. What it does is uses muscle testing to help identify issues of concern that you might have, or if you have, say, a pain in the neck or a pain in the arm or shoulder. Sometimes if it has not been successfully treated by either your physician, a physical therapist, or a chiropractor or an acupuncturist, sometimes this can help to get out some of the issues that might be surrounding that pain level. If it's something you're bothered by emotionally, like you're afraid of a cat or something like that, sometimes it can be trauma that we need to release. So the
Mhm.
technique does release a lot of the trauma. And I'm sure you know, Tiffany, because you are a fitness expert, that a lot of weight issues and things are related to trauma that a
Mhm.
person has experienced, and that may be one of the stumbling blocks for them to have difficulty losing weight, because they have some other issue that's keeping them, holding them back,
Right.
besides diet and exercise, which is the good thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and there is, and you're absolutely right. There's like I mean, even for myself, being at my heaviest, there was a lot of trauma there, and I had to release, just those self-limiting beliefs, certain things that had been, said to me, over and over again, whether it be from, a toxic relationship I was in, whatever that was. And as I even, got into other relationships, I would see myself, if something in there would trigger me, I would go right to, the sweets, and I would go to, indulging in a lot of alcohol and things like that. But that was because it was a trigger. So I love this because you can now with the muscle testing, you're able to actually like help someone to just release that. So then they're not, I mean, that trigger's gone,
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
gone. It's not that, like, for example, if you are, like, say, afraid of cats, a cat scared you or something like that, you can not only you get back to not, you don't care about the why. The why is not important here. I know everybody
Mhm.
says find your why, find your why. This isn't that thing. You
Yeah.
don't care. You want to go back to the original event where it imprinted in your, subconscious, that you
Hmm.
were had that fear, and then we identify the emotion as fear. We
Hmm.
treat that as the fear of cat or fear of animals in general, and then pretty
Hmm.
soon when a cat walks by, instead of freaking out, you go, oh, there's a cat, that's good, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to run up and pet it, or I'm not going to love it, but I'm going to just let it be. And that,
Yeah.
instead of being freaked out about it, that's it. And that's how and it doesn't matter what the issue is. That's the cool part, is it doesn't matter what
Yeah.
the issue is. It can
Wow.
it's anything that created that imprint of trauma that you can just get rid of it, you know.
Yeah.
And you can, and you can, and sometimes people know, like, I'm okay climbing up a step ladder, or I'm okay, you know, walking into my boss's office,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Right.
that kind of thing. Could be
Wow.
anything, doesn't, and to be able to do the thing you couldn't do, and
Right.
no, we're not talking about being the flying Walenda and crossing, tiptoeing over a building at, 5,000 feet. We're not talking about that kind of stuff. We're talking about day-to-day activities, things that
Right.
you
Yeah.
really, the things that keep you stuck somewhere in some way,
Right.
shape, or form. So that's what we're talking about. Yeah, it's cool.
So tell me, what's the biggest thing that you enjoy about being a holistic practitioner?
Oh, well, the first and foremost thing that I really enjoy is I love people. I've always loved people. And, even though I'm not out partying or whatever, and I can have a good time too, but you know, I'm not that kind of. I just love to hear people and listen to people. I've always gravitated toward people that are of the mature age. Even when I was a little girl, I used to go to all my grandmother's card parties, and I was included in the card parties. It was very cool.
Oh, that's cool.
I was, always interested in the geriatric, age, anything to that level. I mean, I like people a little bit younger now. It's good.
Yeah.
And I just like people. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I enjoy seeing people happy with their success, their bodies, what they've accomplished. I really love that success, and we can get a lot of success, and people are happy. I just want to, it's part of, help the world is important, but it really is help the world, help your neighbor, help somebody else. You have all these skills, talents, and abilities. Don't keep them inside because they're
Right.
meant to be shared. I guess those are the things I would say to answer that question.
Yes.
Tough
You
one.
gotta share. Sharing is caring, right?
Yeah,
It
that
absolutely
rhyme,
is.
that we got to come up with a better rhyme for that. But
I,
sharing is important because remember, we're all somehow interrelated. So if we can share what we've learned, we go off and we learn in a different way. And let me tell you, I'm happy when a tax accountant comes my way and helps me share that stuff, because I don't want to learn that stuff. So
right.
we all have our own skills. Use what we
Yeah.
have,
Yeah.
and somebody needs them. Somebody needs them somewhere.
Absolutely. I think it's all about filling the gaps. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's like even with the women's group that I have, the Girl Powerhouse, everyone has these amazing talent, skills, and abilities. And I always tell everyone tap into each other because you can really fill in those gaps. So you have more of a solid foundation when it comes to just life. Right. I mean, and it's better together. I had a coworker tell us, all the time as we were doing things in the office, like I used to love trying to do it all myself. I was just that, I'm a little bit of a control freak. I'm just going to admit it, but I would do that and we would start doing these things together. And she's like, see, we got it done. Everything's good. There's no frustration, like better together. Like, that is so true. So I live my life telling everyone, it's better together. Like we all have to work together to get to the other side of things. So I just love it.
Yeah.
So I know you've got your brick and mortar opening, you've got your dispensary online. What are
Yeah.
some other things that are going on for you in 2025? Because I know you're a busy lady.
Well, just like you, I'm taking after, my mentor here. It's like you've got everything going on. I'm hoping for that anybody that wants to connect with me and have me speak locally or internationally. I am a speaker as well. Um, I think my drjuliehafner.com site is still up. So, I've trained people on speaking problems. One of my many degrees is in speech pathology, which is communication sciences and disorders. So I've done that as well. Love to speak to a conference or group. I've done the gamut of speaking from groups and companies to actual research conferences and things like that. So I have some expertise there. I'd love to do some more writing, to do some writing things. I do have a bunch of webinars coming up in the next couple of months. I will probably do the revise the 15 fat facts, things that are keeping you chubby, and you'll see those coming up. Just basically come up and register. They're going to be through Zoom. I also have a sleep webinar because we're not getting enough sleep. So I'll be doing training about that. And then whatever other, web topics that we can add to that. If you have a suggestion, shoot me an email and tell me, because I'll, be glad to do that way as well. So lots of learning and growing, and being included to whatever else I can do. So.
Awesome. Look, everybody, you want to get this dynamic lady on your stage. So definitely tap in. Go to her website. I would love to have you on one of our stages, Dr. Julie. So we're definitely going to have to talk about that offline as well.
Absolutely.
Because you
Oh,
just,
by the way, Tiffany, just FYI, so that I don't confuse the living crap out of everybody, is as you see in the background, the word is docstressbusters.com. That will be the new website. I believe Dr. Julie Hafner is going to be still running for a while, but Doc Stress Busters is in creation phase. I have a lovely, wonderful website developer that's doing it, because I'm tired of doing websites, and better together. Yeah, collaborate is much more fun, because I don't have the time to. That's something I'm just not. I did it once, not again. So do check that logo. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram with the same, Dr. Julie Hafner and Dr. Stress Busters. So I got lots of things going on, and lots of entities. Unfortunately, I'm trying to cut them all down. So we got one or two is enough.
right. So
Yeah.
everyone definitely tap in, and our Phoenix Fitness Fanatics February issue will be out on the 15th. So you definitely want to check out Dr. Julie in the magazine as well, along with some other amazing contributing writers. If you're looking to, get balanced physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially, this is the publication for you. We got it all, everybody. We even got recipes. We got stuff about travel. There's retreats coming up in the Own It magazine and publishing side of the house as well. Book projects. There's just so much going on in this platform. If you'd like to connect and learn more about Dr. Julie, we also have on the ticker here, you can reach out to her at drjuliehafner@gmail.com, and also the IR Wellness of Suntree at gmail.com as well. So, Dr. Julie, is there any words of wisdom, words of encouragement that you can give our audience before we close up today? I tell you, when we get on here, the time goes by too fast.
I know it's because such a great host that you are.
Oh,
All I would like to say is you can become healthy, well, wealthy, and wellness wise if you take the time to learn what you need to know. Find yourself a functional medicine practitioner, get assessed, do the things that are going to be ready and willing for your best success. I think it's so important. It's early in the year. You can make those changes. You can live the rest of this year being, healthy, wealthy, and wellness wise if you take that time and do those things. And if it's not me, find another practitioner, because there's lots of great ones out there. And a lot of them some of them are also physicians, some of them are also nurse practitioners, and they come from when healthcare experience is invaluable. So take that opportunity to do that and do the challenge. Don't forget the challenge, and make every day healthy. make it a healthy one.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Julie. And I
You're
want to
so
thank you for coming and joining us today and just sharing your greatness. This has just been an amazing interview. And everyone, you're going to see more of Dr. Julie because she is part of the PFF family. So you will see her on some of our group interviews, other individual interviews as well. So I want to just thank you all so much for joining us today on this wonderful Friday. It's a little dreary out, but you know what? That's okay. So have an amazing weekend, and we will see you guys next time. Everybody, take care.
Take care. Bye.